What? No! Ooh, mirror, mirror on the floor, who's the fairest? It's all on you, kiddo. Blow, 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 and make a wish.
Hello from the void, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel and to my not so berry challenge. The last 2 episodes have been a lot, hard to edit, possibly even hard to watch. So today we're going to try and have some fun. We're going to get back on Carmine's serial romantic aspiration. We're going to work on Mac's skills. We are going to bop around, see some family. Hopefully it's going to be a really good time, but I may just have cursed myself. Let's get to it.
After the drama of the last couple of episodes, my focus this time is having a very nice time. But first we have to deal with the fact that Crimson's been over, which means every toilet in the house is broken. Cecilia Kang is calling. I think we met her when we were out getting votes. Oh, she wants us to go to the Romance Festival. Do you know what? That might actually be nice for Carmine. She could get back on her flirty horse, think about what she's done. For some reason, this CC t-shirt I have with the boobies is now on every single sim, but hey. I did not know that painting a painting was one of the things you're meant to do at the Romance Festival, but we have done this. Real sassy lion. It's so tacky, I love it. We're going to put it up in our bedroom because we are the Lion of Love. That is a Eurovision the movie reference. If you haven't seen it, what is wrong with you? Get on that right now. Gonna get some security. I was gonna call it love juice, but you know, call it whatever you want. And then I think we'll go ask the romance guru for some advice. You know, I've had a really tough time in love. I thought I'd finally managed to find someone to settle down with, and then she didn't like the fact that I was a terrible girlfriend and has run away with our daughter. And what would you suggest? Should I date around? Should I try being alone for a bit? Like, please, Mr. Guru, what do you think I should do? Love is the fountain of eternal youth from which we all can drink from. Grammatically, suspect. So I think Carmine would interpret that as like, it's never too late to find love, like don't give up on it. We've done a little scope of the surroundings and she is into Cecilia, also this pregnant lady and the ramen lady. Well, noodles are one of the most loving things in the world, so why don't we go do a little enchanting introduction and also get ourselves some noodles because I think you're pretty hungry. Yes, you are. Surprise! Flowers! What is health and safety? Fortunately, Marley doesn't seem mad. We threw rose petals all up in her ramen, and she has given us some little hearts. Carmine is now feeling flirty, and as I said, ramen is love, so let us get ourselves some good protein and some hearty broth to restore our electrolytes after a really trying couple of episodes. There seems to be some sort of dress code at this party, and someone's brought a knife. That is some CC that I put in for my Poison Garden challenge, which I probably need to get rid of, because I don't really want just random people at a romance festival wandering around with knives. There wasn't really anyone at the festival we were vibing with, so I sent Carmine home, because she doesn't need to jump into anything straight away. And Flor is still here. We moved her in for the family day. She hasn't fixed that second toilet, so we'll keep her here, maybe overnight. I feel like it would be nice for them to have some bonding time because it's very much been Flor and Mac for the last little while. It hasn't been much of Flor and Carmine, and Flor can potentially see, although she wasn't a super present mother, that Carmine just really needs her mum right now. She's having a tough time, and it's just nice for her to have a little cuddle and a little cry on her mum's shoulder. Flor's like, it's not so bad. I mean, okay, it's quite bad, but it will be better. And, you know, I've never needed a man to get on with my life, so why do you need a girlfriend or a boyfriend? Why don't you just try being on your own for a little bit? And oh my god, I don't know what is causing all these last exceptions, but I need to clean my CC out, is what I'm learning. Anyway, we're having a little mother-daughter sleepover because sometimes that's just nice. If you like your mum. If you don't like your mum, also valid. Carmine's spotlight is fading. What? No! Oh, are you kidding? Flor has lived a lot. Flor is dying? I brought her over to do some nice familial bonding and she's freaking dying? I thought we had a bit longer. Like, I never check the lifespans because it feels cheaty, but oh my god, and now Mac's getting up. Mac, the Reaper's in your room. What a horrible thing to wake up to. I know you're oh my god, this is going to be a disaster. No. Oh, they're crying. They're so sad. Mac's devastated. Flor's like... Mac's devastated, obviously. Carmine's just started to reconnect with her mum and was like really relying on her, and now Grim is like, hey guys, I'm here to take this messy bitch home. Can we plead for her, please? I feel like Mac might be more successful. I think he has a stronger relationship. He doesn't appear to be able to root to Grim because, of course, Flor has also, being the chaotic bitch she is, chosen the hardest place in the house to get to die, so everyone's stuck. Oh. Carmine's pleading fell on deaf ears. She's going! I'm so sad. This is my founder. This is my messy, messy chaos demon. And now she's a tiny little urn. Oh, I was so determined to have a happy episode. I was like, we're going to get some flirting done. We're going to advance us to a romantic. We're going to have some bonding with Mac. And now we have had a death and we are, not even 5 minutes in. Why can't I have nice things? This is so unfair. I've never seen that sentiment before. And oh my god, Carmine, why are you scaring him? Although it is what Flor would have wanted. It's kind of cute, really. She loved scaring people, and now they're like, we'll still be here for each other and jump out at each other constantly, because apparently that is how people do in this game. So apparently that sentiment is friends in a time of loss, which is cute. I'm glad that they can maybe be a bit closer now. And this is Flor's little shrine we have built with some bottles and other good stuff to make her feel seen and loved. After a super depressing morning, Carmine is up feeling very sad, but fortunately, using her emotion bomb quirk, she can settle herself with an emotional meltdown next to a filthy toilet. Crimson decided to invite us to come for breakfast in response to our loss, and he has chosen a pirate burger joint, which, what more could you want at first thing in the morning on a Saturday? Who's this random dude in green? He's talking to us about the weather. I assume he's a friend of Crimson's, but get the hint, dude. This is a very sad family, although Mac is feeling pretty inspired by the son and his homework. But it's just a nice little moment for Carmine and Crimson to bond over obviously losing their mum and spend some time together out of the house so that he can't trash the toilets. And I am glad that we did the big summer blow-up party, because it means the whole family got to spend that last day with Flor. And I feel good about that, even though it wasn't planned and I didn't know it at the time. Mac is swimming without using his arms, which honestly, frightening. I thought it'd be nice to get Cochineal and Cerise involved, so I have invited them over to Crimson's house because he has a little bit more space, and I also thought Mac could potentially spend some time hanging out with his little cousin, which would be cute. We have just gone in and quickly updated the looks for teenage Cochineal and young adult Cerise, and we are all just having a bit of a sad time and a cry and checking in on each other whilst Crimson cleans paint up off his path. I'm glad I am not the only one who has a child who likes to be wrecking. Speaking of child, this is little Peony, who is now a child, and her cousin have not hung out since that ill-fated toddler interaction, so I thought it would be cute if maybe we all watched a film together to try and cheer us up and spend a little bit of time together. But as ever with The Sims, getting everyone to hang out in one room was pretty difficult, and Crimson just stood and cried in the bedroom, which honestly was a little bit heartbreaking. Now Flor is dead, the silver lining is that Mac can have other friends, but he is a loner, so I think it's going to be a bit of a process, especially given that he is grieving. I do want to go over and see Mithra, but I think maybe first we'll send him and his mum just on a little walk together to do some of the things that remind them of Flor. So we're going to go collect some gems, because that's what Flor used to do at work, to see if we can't cheer little Mac up a little bit. Carmen's like, your grandma taught me how to do this when I was a little girl, and I think you'll enjoy it, and also we should spend more time together, so tell me the kinds of things you like to do. And then I feel he'd be like, well, rocks are cool, I guess, but I really like space, and I used to like building rockets and like watching her build the rocket at the lab, and I know I wasn't meant to go there, but it was always really cool, and I hope one day I can go to space. At this point, Carmine's definitely got to come to terms with the fact she doesn't really know her son very well, and despite trying to do all sorts of things that she thinks might cheer him up, spend time with family, go collect some gems, go for a nice walk, he's still feeling pretty sad, and the only thing they've ever really had in common is storytelling, so I feel like she'd be like, let me tell you a secret, I bet you didn't know that this house in the background, it's owned by a crazy old collector, and we've travelled all over the world collecting cool things from ancient civilizations. Maybe some of them were even aliens, who knows? So if they can do that, you can definitely do whatever you dream of doing. And I know your Nana would be super proud of you. Before it gets too late, I do just want to drop in on Mithra, because I want to be a present parent even if I was forced to have her live in a different neighbourhood and a different household. And the second we are out of the car, Carmine is feeling super sad already, but she's added a heartbreak emoji to the the list, just the thought of seeing Genesis is making her feel a bit sad on top of her mum already, but at least we got some toddler snuggles to cheer us up. We have just left our toddler out in the road. Fortunately for you, kid, there's actually no cars in this game. Straight A parenting there, Carmine. Mac is so tired he has gone to sleep in the bathtub, which miraculously Genesis, despite her hatred of him, is not finding inappropriate. So we're not going to be here for very long. We're literally just going to try and read Mithra to sleep, spend a little bit of time with her so that we get some snuggles and some loving, and then we are going to go home, take care of our needs and go to bed because we are a hot wreck. Carmine is literally miming eating and peeing because she is desperate for her basic needs to be met, and I'm like, no, read the toddler to sleep, it's important. Oh, and she has a headache too. I am a cruel sim god. Sometimes. Oh, and now she's just having a full-on crying jag in front of the toddler. Why don't you go to the toilet and leave Genesis to watch the kiddos for a second. Mac and Mithra are having a little playtime, which is actually super cute. And him and Genesis seem to be managing to be civil to one another, which is better than nothing, I guess. But before that goes south, I am going to have Mac head off home because he is in not good shape, and Carmine have a second attempt at putting Mithra to bed, hopefully this time without completely falling to pieces, if we can. I think the putting the toddlers to bed animation is like one of my favourite like functional game things. It's just really cute. They could have made it real crappy, but like the little forehead kiss and all the covers, so cute. Anyway, Carmine has got home and realised that the only food we have in the fridge is some baked potatoes that Flor made on the last day of her life, and maybe she needs to get her shit together a little bit because she can't just keep feeding her son plain baked potatoes. She can't do this on her own, and she can't do what she's been doing, which is just have people in her life and expect them to fill in the gaps. She needs to be a little bit more strategic, not least because she is having panicky work withdrawals, and if she's gonna get what she needs to get out of her career, she needs to be a bit smarter. So we're up and at 'em for Monday back at work. Mac is having a healthy breakfast of baked potato because that is what we have, but still generally feeling pretty glum and depressed. Carmine is also still feeling super tense from this work moodlet she's got, and also the fact that she's living entirely on junk food and quick meals. So I'm going to have her give herself a little pep talk before she heads off to work, because I think if we do a good job today we should get promoted. I think that will make us level 8, which would be amazing. And also if we get that done today we can be a little bit more calm tomorrow, which I believe is Mac's birthday, and our little lonely loner boy is pottering off to school. Now, I know a lot of people really hate on Evergreen Harbour, but I quite like it. Yes, it's a lot of concrete, but I think it gives good storytelling, and honestly, look at that lighting, look at those cherry blossoms and the trees in the distance. I'm not mad at it. We have got Mac waiting for his mum to get home and doing his homework out in the sunshine, and we were promoted. Okay, Carmine is now a representative. Do we want to become a level 5 painter? Absolutely not. We are currently making $178 an hour. And we got a $3,000 bonus, and yeah, we are not going to be a painter, babes. I'm super pleased with that promotion because it just means we're that little bit closer to wrapping Carmine's goals, which means we can focus more properly on Mac. But for the time being, as a gesture of being a more present parent, we're going to get Carmine to help him out with his homework. And I just realised on sighting sad Yoda arriving at our house that it is spooky day, and I'm going to need to at least get them in some costumes so they don't get even more sad moodlets from having a crappy holiday. So what shall we have you be? I think Mac also could be Yoda. Also, if he has the little mask on, maybe he'll find it easier to make friends because he'll be less self-conscious. And Carmine is, I don't know, a robber or something. I just didn't want to choose any of the ones that I've had before because every single one's creeped me out. Oh, and someone's dressed as Grim. That's definitely not way too soon for us. He was literally at our house the other night, you insensitive teenager. So one way in which Carmine can definitely make her life easier is by forging a political alliance. And who better than our frenemy, Queenie Luna, who is our colleague and is someone that we don't necessarily trust, but definitely has some political sway that we don't. We've always been like more alternative, more doing it our own way. Queenie is very much like one of the crowd. She's well connected, she's a bit wealthier, she's a little bit more polished than Carmine potentially. So if we can get her to join our team, that would be really positive. So I'm going to see if I can make these two be friends. Although Queenie might not be the top of Carmine's list of people to collaborate with, the fact of the matter is most of her colleagues are actually ghosts, and the ones that aren't are stale, male and pale, and they are definitely not on Carmine's list of people to work with. At least Queenie is also doing it for the girls, and she is, you know, breaking some molds, so potentially they can form a business alliance, and we're going to see right now if all of our chit-chat has worked. We are good friends with Queenie. She was receptive to our political ideas, and that is a breakthrough. Although she has then electrocuted us, which isn't great. Can we have your vote, babe? Yeah, okay, so we have secured her vote, we have secured her political alliance, because obviously you can't actually do that in game. So we have secured her vote, we have secured her political alliance, because obviously you can't actually do that in games, which will hopefully make work that little bit easier. Famous last words, the second I start to get confident that they can at least forge a political alliance, even if they don't like necessarily personally love each other the most, they have started arguing, and we now have some negative sentiments entering the building. I don't even know what that one is. What is it? Neglected by a workaholic. Wow, okay, so she's yelling at us because she feels neglected by our workaholicness despite the fact we literally know her from work. Carmine has a grudge against her, which does make sense because literally her girlfriend just left her for being a workaholic, so sensitive topic much. Anyway, we're going to send Queenie home before any more damage is done. With our work-life balance being intact, we can focus on our son and maybe find ourselves like a new romantic partner. Mac, still eating potatoes. It's all potatoes from here. I feel like potatoes are the fruit salad of this generation. A happier start to Tuesday, which is good because it is Mac's birthday today, and Carmine is feeling herself. She's like, "Ooh, mirror, mirror on the floor, who's the fairest bitch of them all?" And the mirror says it is her. Mac is working in the new little office I used yesterday's bonus to put in for Carmine. Now she's big and important, and he is losing empathy. What are you doing, babe? Are you being naughty? I realise I haven't actually paid much attention to his personality values. I tend to forget about them if I'm completely honest. But he's not doing too terribly. That is really not going to help Carmine. It's like, really, kid? You're about to leave for school and you're wrecking? Okay, well, down goes that responsibility. I'm skipping through to the end of the school day because I do want to age Mackie up in this episode, and this is the absolutely tragic moment where, being a total klutz, I click and drag the cake to the counter, but instead drop it in the sink, forcing me to start again and make a new one. Sometimes the game is what sucks, sometimes it's just me. We do seem to have the NAP lady coming to our birthday party, and Carmine's just doing some sit-ups in her suit. Gotta make that second cake. Mac, still sad about his grandma. Carmine seems to be kind of over it, to be honest. Oh, and Genesis came. We did invite her with Mithra, but this is the first time she's actually showed up. I guess if we're thinking about this in terms of like a day is kind of a year, it's been a year or two, so potentially her and Carmine are finding some more common ground. Or at least a tolerance of each other so that Mac and Mithra can develop a cute little sibling bond. We also have Oriel over, because obviously that's Mac's dad. We have been left some money. Under what conditions? I know how that works. I want the free money. We've really struggled a little bit with finances because I have just blown sort of every time we've had a little bit on home improvements because we started out with almost nothing. So yeah. It is time for Mackie to do his candles. Carmine, I know you need a wee, but can you please just hold it long enough for us to get him over? Mac, it's all on you, kiddo. Blow, 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 and make a wish. I'm super excited to see what he looks like as a teenager and to give him another trait and sort of start properly playing with him a little bit more. And he's going to be my first preteen in this save. Now, I think the remaining two traits for him are clumsy and ambitious. I don't think we can give him ambitious until he is a young adult. So we're going to give him clumsy for now. And he needs to have the nerd brain aspiration, so let's give him that real quick. And here we go. Oh wow, he's so beautiful. Look at that broken CC. Wow. Okay, so we've stripped off the broken CC. I'm just fixing his eyebrows a bit because they're very intense, but I think he's actually a really good blend of his parents. Like, he's not a direct clone of Floor. I think he's got like more Floor nose and mouth, but more Oriel's profile and eye shapes. Anyway, we're just adding on his skin details back again. We're going to try out this cute Busted Pixels hair on him. And I just want to give him like a baggy, casual, like still doesn't quite know what to do with clothes kind of look. He looks so grown though. Even with preteen, he still looks so grown up. But we are going to leave him there in Cass, and we'll pick up with his life in the next episode.
I guess the universe heard me say fun and thought I said death, because Floor literally died within the first 10 minutes of me starting my game, which was not what I wanted. I really thought we had a couple more days with her, but she's gone. My founder is gone. But on the bright side, it does enable us to sort of turn a corner. Floor's death, I feel like, would definitely kick Carmine into basically paying a little bit more attention. It does mean Mac is now allowed other friends, so he can start to build some relationships. And although I'm really sad Floor never got to see her favourite grandson as a teenager, I think she'll be proud of the guy he turns into. So next episode, we're going to start playing Mac's teenage years. We are going to try and find Carmine her next romantic partner. So let me know in the comments who you think Carmine should date next. We've got a few options. She's got a few colleagues we've not dated. There's a few people like Aurelia that we met earlier in her life that we've never actually dated. So let me know if you have any ideas. Also, any ideas for Mac's teenage years. I'm kind of imagining him being a bit of an awkward loner, but maybe making a group of like ragtag friends. Anyway, let me know in the comments. Give me a little thumbs up while you're down there. And if you're new and you've enjoyed it, do subscribe. It makes my day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!